All right, guys, we are here with my client, Samantha Jones.
Hi, everyone.
She's been training with me for going on 2 years now. She has lost about 30 pounds, and that was within like the first 4 months of us training. And I brought her here today to, go through another interview to kind of connect the mental aspects of training along with the physical and how it actually um, helps with your personal life. So we have Samantha. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So I just want to know. I want to start right off. As I have already. Who was Samantha before her training experience with me? At least with me.
The person I was before my training experience with you was not happy with herself, both physically and mentally. So I know I needed to and I wanted to make a change. So I reached out to you, and I did not commit the first couple of times. I still had to think about it because it was mental for me, having to make that decision. But I knew it was something that I needed to do um, to be able to make that change.
Okay. So why do you say it was something you needed to do?
Because I had tried to do it on my own so many times. And when you try to make a change in your lifestyle by yourself, sometimes it's successful, but sometimes you need help in reaching and achieving your goals.
Okay. All right. So, what would you say was the catalyst or the thing that started you on your journey? Uh, so, what was it like? Maybe there was one thing or one situation or some experience that you had. Like, what exactly was it that helped you get started on your fitness journey?
Um, I was overweight and I had lost weight before, but I gained it back quickly. Um, and when I gained weight this last time, I knew I needed help, somebody to help me be accountable. And that's why I reached out to you. And so that was my goal, to find somebody, to find a trainer who can help me, who can help motivate me, who can help keep me accountable for my healthy lifestyle and my weight.
Um, would you say that your journey and even the initial start of your journey has been bigger than you? And up to this point, why has it been bigger than you? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I think the answer I had gave you to one of your questions was that I had created a goal for myself, and my goal was bigger than me. So a lot of times we create goals and we have things that we want to do, but then outside influences come in and they take over those goals. Well, for me, my health and my fitness came before everything else. So it didn't matter what outside influences happened. I know I still had a goal that I wanted to meet. So in the middle of winter, if it's snowing and it's like 10 feet of snow on the ground, I still needed to go to the gym.
Right.
So that's what I mean when I say my goal was bigger than me.
Okay. And what type of outside influences get
It
in
could
the
be
way?
anything. It can be relationships, family drama, the weather. It can be something simple as, oh, I had a bad day, so I want a cupcake,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But if you have a goal in place and it's something that you know you really want to achieve, that cupcake you can have later.
So if you set a goal for yourself, it's important.
It is
It
important.
should be. You
because
should.
you're your biggest coach or your biggest cheerleader, right? Like even though I have you, I still have to hold myself accountable at some point too. You're not there 24 hours a day,
Right.
right?
Right. And would you say being able to, first of all, losing 30 pounds in 4 months, that's amazing. And you can, see the picture on screen. Um, but would you say that helped you build your confidence as a person, as someone uh, who made a promise to themselves and kept it?
I would say yes, because once you start losing weight and you see the change, it motivates you to keep going. But then when you reach, because I've always created small goals, right? So in the beginning, my goal was never to lose 30 pounds. If you remember, it was always 5 pounds
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
10 pounds there. So my goals were small, they were realistic, they were achievable. So every time I would reach a goal, yeah, I would be excited,
Right.
right? And I would be more encouraged, I guess, to reach the next goal.
Okay. Yeah, and one thing I always say is the discipline behind it. Like you've already touched on it, but it's doing what you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not. Now, a lot of people have their own variation of that definition for that word, but it's all the same. Um, were you already a disciplined person? Did Obviously you built discipline through the process, um, but how did discipline tie into your journey?
I think discipline comes with time. Um, I didn't start off with discipline, no. Because if I did, I probably would have reached the goals a lot quicker, right? Um, so I think your discipline will increase the more you're dedicated, and the more that your goal is bigger than you. Like that's
Yeah,
I guess that's my own personal um,
like a motto.
motto that I
Yeah.
want to say, but right, so my goal is bigger than me, and therefore I have to be disciplined. Like I have to reach my goal.
Uh, do you ever get influenced by social media, like what you see on social media, the different
Of
fitness
course.
models? Okay.
And it can have a negative and a positive impact,
How do you
right?
deal with it?
I think as women, we see other women and we compare ourselves, and that's natural. But it can't be a comparison that's making you question who you are as a person. Um, if I look at women on social media, um, it would be to see their journey and where they came from, but not to look at them and say, oh, I want that body, right? Because my body won't be their body.
Exactly. Exactly. Uh, so that being said, it's very important to have certain self-awareness of yourself, even self-actualization, which a lot of people will never even get to. But at least the awareness part is definitely necessary. Like you have to know, even not even necessarily who you are, but what you want. You gotta have a goal, and you need to map it out and figure out a system and a plan to get there. Um, so I guess it all worked out for you. So you down 30. We still got work to do, right? We got work to do.
We still have work to do. It is not finished. It's a journey, so a journey never ends, right? So in this journey, I have crossed out or completed a lot of my goals, but I'm still creating goals. So therefore, it's not finished.
Do you want to share any specific goals that you have crossed off over the last 2 years? Not even weight loss either.
Um, sure. So, of course, my goals, some of the ones I started off with that I completed were the weight loss goals. Um, I'm actually in the middle of changing my eating habits, so incorporating fish and no meat, staying away from dairy, and staying away from processed foods, and just really being intentional about what I eat. Making sure that I drink enough water and eat fruit and vegetables and limit my sugar intake. So just being very intentional about what I do, because what you eat, and then like getting enough sleep and taking care of your mental health is all a part of the journey.
Yeah.
So it's not just weight loss, but it's being mentally stable, emotionally stable, taking care of your body, getting the right nutrients, getting enough of sleep.
Hey, that's sleep important.
It's a lot that ties into it. So it's not just about weight loss.
Okay, there we go. All right, and how has your fitness journey translated into your own personal and professional life? How has it made you a better professional on the job and things of that nature?
I can say overall, I can tell I'm a healthier person just by the way I feel. So I feel better. I'm not tired like I used to be. I don't feel like I'm dragging throughout the day. So overall, I think that's making me a better person
Okay.
in the day to day.
No midday crashes.
No midday crashes. Like, it's really all about what you eat, right? So if for lunch you're eating a bacon double cheese hamburger and onion rings and a large Diet Coke, you're gonna feel horrible afterwards, right? But if for lunch you have fish and salad or something light, then you have more energy. You don't have that afternoon crash.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna give you one last question, and so that is to anybody who may be inspired by your journey, by your weight loss, your progress that you have made. What is the one thing that you would tell them to do? To start their journey and to stick to it.
The one thing I would say that has helped me is to write down a plan. Write it down, put it wherever you can see it. I know some people write sticky notes and they put it on their mirror or on the walls, but write it down. Write down your goals and write down goals that are achievable and realistic. It might not be realistic for you to lose 50 pounds in 2 months, but it might be more achievable for you to do 10 pounds every 3 months. But write down your goals, make them achievable, and stick to it.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Write down a plan. Yes, that's very important. Write it down so you can see it becomes real. At that point, it becomes something tangible. So definitely write down your plans. I just want to thank Samantha for coming in and doing this interview with me to hopefully inspire more women around the world. I'm Jonathan Gaines. That's Samantha Jones, and we'll see y'all next time.